From that day forward, the independent state of Crossbell, by virtue of its category infallible power, promoted a daring diplomatic coalition. The proposal: the establishment of the United Nations of Zumeria, with Crossbell as its leader. Well, that ought to go well. This framework, which prohibited all military action and guaranteed free economic activity, was enticing to small countries and autonomous states suffering under the Empire and Republic's iron fists. Liberal, Remiferia, and Arteria initially opposed the Union as excessive and imperious, but in time they too capitulated, unable to push back against the growing momentum. In Calvert, an economic crisis arose as a result of the events in Crossbell. Before long, the anti-immigration terrorism began to run rampant within the Republic. Meanwhile, Arabonia found itself engulfed in a civil war between the noble and reformist factions, as rumors spread that the Blood and Iron Chancellor had been assassinated. Unofficially, Ouroboros made its endorsement of Crossbell known to every nation on the continent. Soon, nothing and no one would be able to stand in the way of President Croiss's ambitions. Yeah, shit's getting real. Arabonia is in a full-scale civil war right now. The Beowulf. Boring. That all went boring. That went bad way too quickly. How could these hunks of metal get to have all the fun? No one's even trying to invade anymore. After they wiped out that first wave clean, after they wiped that first wave clean off the continent. Everything all right, Shirley? Hello, Sigmund. Oh, hey, Daddy. I was wondering, don't you think it's time we got out of this place? Things are really hitting the fan over in the Empire. It would be way more fun over there, wouldn't it? The Republic sounds like a blast, too. Anywhere but here, really. We still have a contract to fulfill. If you're feeling bored, you could always occupy yourself with that delinquent. Wald. I guess he can put up a good fight when he demonizes. But when he's off his pills, I'd have a better time squaring off against the sewer rats. Besides, he went off on his own to do his own thing today. Hell if I know where he went. Hell if I know where, though. How about our new friends from the Society? My Sophie, why do you come in here? Move. Move. You don't need under my feet. You don't need under my feet. She's being a butt. My dog's being a butt. I just gave her a bath. She probably wants in here. I'll have her hang out. Okay. Thought she was whining at the door. Guess it's just me being stupid. They seem pretty entertaining. No, I don't know. They're not bad, but I'm not sure if we're compatible, you know? Plus, that broad in the armor looks way out of my league. Very perceptive of you. Still, you'll only waste your time sulking like this. What about our little deserter? He's making his way over to Mainz as we speak. Oh yeah? Still hasn't learned his lesson yet, huh? Is he really stupid enough to put his dukes up against us? Don't undersell him yet. He's no weakling. Not as much as you seem to think, anyway. Really? Oh, I'm not seeing it. Well, whatever. If you think he's so tough, then you can have him, Daddy. That may be for the best. Your new favorite playmate is still closer than you think, after all. Really? You mean she didn't go back to Calvert? Hayue's forces have been spotted near Aromica village. Intel says Yin has been among them ever since the raid on Crossbell. He's a stubborn bastard, that Sal. Turns out the entertainment you're looking for has been here all along. Who cares about that four-eyed schmuck? I'm gunning for the main attraction. Oh, hell yeah, now I'm revved up. We never got a chance to go all out back in Arkansas. But next time I get my hands on her, I'm really going to have some fun. Knock yourself out. I expect no less from you, Ms. Orlando. So I wonder what kind of trouble the SSS is in after that raid on Michelin. Wald is looking over the damage he's caused. Damn. Wald? Dino, what are you? Wald. It really is you, Wald. Where have you been? We've all been worried. I'm glad you're safe. Everyone else got hurt pretty bad. A couple went out to the hospital, but they haven't come back to Ignis at all. It's gonna be okay, though, right? Wald, as long as you're here again, then... Wald! The Saber Vipers are over. Don't bother trying to follow me. I'm not going to say it twice. You can't mean that. Come on, Wald. You're our leader. You're the one we've always been able to count on. The other said the demon who attacked us that night was you, but that can't be right. Don't tell me it's not true. Tell me it's not true, Wald, please. Stop. The Testaments. You have some real nerve showing your face around here again, Wald Wales. After everything you put the downtown district through, not on our watch. Somebody has to put a stop to you. Well, why'd you do it anyway? What was even in it for you? We know you're behind this. You turned into that monster and wrecked our holy ground. You betrayed your men, spilled their blood. They trusted you, believed in you. You are despicable. So, where's Wazzy and Q-Ball? Not that they ever belonged here. They finally turned tail and run. Shut your damn mouth. They'll definitely come back. They're not like you. Oh yeah? They have their own mission to fulfill, and they're duty bound to it. They're duty bound to it. That's why, even if they did leave the city, we know they haven't abandoned us. We may not know exactly what they're doing, but we believe in them. A mission, huh? That's so. Maybe we'll get to settle things good after all. Ain't that right? Wazzy. There's the ions, or is it Aeon? I'm still not entirely sure. And with that, the focus of the Phantasmal Blaze plan now shifts to Arabonia. Will you be staying here to observe for the time being, like we planned? That is correct. I will remain at hand until the proper stage has been set in the Empire. This new Septarian of Zero compares quite favorably to the power of the long-absent Septarian of Mirage. What's more, it seems to wield latent abilities that the original could have never possessed. I'm looking forward to seeing how far the Croyce family's alchemy can take this. My, Professor, you're just chomping at the bits over this, aren't you? Speaking of which, it seems our old rivals are finally starting to make their move. Yes, think of it as an opportunity. The position differs inherently from our own, perhaps clarifying just how much would be wise for our future. I will trust the two of you to see that. I intend to stay here and continue gathering data on the Septarian of Zero, for it may have the potential to serve as the ultimate interface, one capable of linking mankind to the gods. There she is. Kia. Shizuku. Have your eyes recovered? Seems to have. Yes, the dizziness stopped and I can see colors again. It's all because of you, Kia. Thank you so much. I'm glad. But you don't have to thank me, Shizuku. You and everyone at the hospital worked really hard for this. All I did was give the final push. If you say so. And besides, it'd be a waste not to put this power I was given to good use. This is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. If it means I can give you the gift of sight back. But Kia, I mean, I'm happy, I really am. I've been blind for so long. I always felt like I only made life harder for everyone, for Father. And in all the time we've been best friends, I've never seen your face. And that I finally can. It makes me so happy that I could cry, but... Still, Kia, are you really okay? Is this really what you want? To be apart from Lloyd and the others. To be forced to do all these scary things. I don't like it. What they're doing to you isn't right. Miss Maribel, Mr. Croyce, not just them, but Father too. Thank you, Shizuku. I love you so much. But I'm fine. I knew what I was getting myself into when I made my decision. So you don't have to worry for my sake. Fragments. Crossing the false paradise. Knox Prison. Yeah, SSS is in lockup. We're getting into the end game. The other members of the SSS are under protection in separate locations. I'm sorry to tell you that you're the only one here, Lloyd. You don't need to apologize to me. Protection is a funny way to put it, though, don't you think? Just what exactly is it that you're protecting us from? I'm sure you've pieced it all together by now. Who was behind the raid on the city, I mean? The one who hurt Fran? Your one and only sister, Noelle? I know. But still, I'm a proud member of the CGF. Even if the name on our emblem changes, my responsibilities won't. I have a duty to uphold to my state as a soldier. If I don't, then Crossbell will be wiped off the map by the Republic or the Empire. Noelle, I get it, Lloyd. I know that they're doing to Kia. I know what they're doing to Kia isn't right. And having to rely on the society of all people makes me sick. But you saw it, didn't you? The Imperial Army fired those railway guns straight at us. They're weapons of mass destruction. Had they hit, hundreds of innocent people would have died. There was no other way. I'm sorry. I know I don't have any right to say this to you, Lloyd. No right to even be here. All the same, I can't imagine you'll be detained forever. Once the crisis has passed, you'll likely be acquitted and released. So please, just be patient for now. After hearing what she had to say, any possible response I could have made escaped me. So it doesn't seem as though Croyce has any intention on prosecuting the SSS. He just wants them out of the way for the time being. Not only that, I failed Kia. I failed to protect her, to see the burden she had been carrying long before that day. I was so wrapped up in trying to protect everyone that I neglected the one person who needed it most. Both Kia's origins and the person who killed my brother. I swore with my heart and soul that I would uncover those two truths. Did you kill Guy Bannings? Are you the one who took my brother from me? Yes. That's exactly right. I'm sorry, and thank you for everything. Never forget that I love you all. I'm sorry, Guy. It looks like I'm not ready to catch up to you after all. I couldn't keep my promise. What do I do now? What can I do? I don't even know anymore. Pathetic. Oh, hi, Sergey. Oh, it's no, that's not Sergey, that's Garcia. Shit. Making me share a cell with the guy I knocked the fuck out of. Look at you. Are you really the same hotshot detective who put us behind bars? Makes me look like a chump for spending the last 6 months eating cold slop in this hellhole. Leave me alone. Say whatever you want. We both know you have no one to blame but yourself for ending up here. The fact that we were the ones to finally arrest you was just a matter of us being in the right place at the right time. That's the truth of it. That barrier wasn't the one we got over by our own merit. You're a real killjoy, kid. But I'll cut you some slack. Talk of the yard's been that things are going down the shitter out there. Who'd have thought the CEO of IBC was the brains behind it all? The man's more of a dictator than president. And now you've rattled the cages of the Red Constellation, the CGF, the CDF, hell, even the Divine Blade of Wind. There's one royal flush I wouldn't want to deal into, that's for damn sure. Little piece of unsolicited advice. Your best bet is to wait out the storm. You'd have to be a damn fool to try and face what's shaking out there. But hey, maybe it runs in the family. Oh? That's right. You knew my brother. Guess you could say we were acquainted. Stubborn son of a bitch never quit sticking his nose where it didn't belong, no matter how much we threatened him. And yet, this same smug ass would stroll up to you at the food cart an hour later to shoot the breeze over a few drinks. God, he was annoying. Yeah, that sounds like Guy, alright. Honestly, I couldn't picture someone like him going down to anyone, not even death himself. Guess I was wrong. The world's just full of surprises. He never gave up the fight, did he? Not even for a second. I'll say. And it wasn't just Revanche either. The man was barking up everyone's tree. Corrupt Diet members, intelligence agents, both Imperial and Republican. Hell, he even managed to sniff out Joheim a sledge away. He had a real fire in his belly. That much I can't deny. Hey, don't go getting the wrong idea. Guy Bannings wasn't some superhero. Got that? In terms of sheer power and instinct, McLean would cream him every time. And he could never hold a candle to Sergei the Scrutinous when it came to fighting smarter than instead of harder. And it sounds judgmental and if it's sound judgment and deduction skills you want, that bastard Dudley was always a cut above him. Your brother had his limits. Of course. No, he has a point. But if there was one thing he had going for him that no one else did, it was his tenacity. It's what kept him on his feet more likely than not. Taking action was second nature to him. Give him the moxie to push above his weight, the odds be damned. Wasn't that he was in over his head either. He knew exactly what he was doing. The man left an impression on you, much as I hate to admit it. We finally get to see a face. He looks like Lloyd, actually. Word of advice, Lloyd. To be a man, you have to be willing to tackle the issues you've been facing head on. Follow your heart and the intuition of the grasp of your own two hands. If you can do that, you're able to see exactly what it is you need to do. If there was anything that kept my brother going, it was his desire to protect everything that was important to him. Not just his family and loved ones, but Crossbell itself. When you think of it in that way, maybe that includes you and Revanche too. The hell? Trust me, I know how it sounds. You probably wouldn't need his help, let alone want it. But I think, more than anything, he wanted to know what made Crossbell tick, even if it meant breaking it open to look inside. That way, he could strive to protect this land and its people in his own way, day in and day out. So that's the man he was. An absolute grade A bona fide idiot. You know, that's one department I could never hope to catch up to him. Still, I'm his younger brother. I'm going to take after him in some respects, whether I like it or not. What are you saying? Oh, hell no, don't tell me. You're not thinking of busting out. To me, staying here would be the real escape. I don't plan on running away when I've got a truth to get to the bottom of. As a detective of the CPD's Special Support Section, I'll free my comrades from captivity and take Kia back. I swear it. You're even more of a half-wit than he was. Garcia, let's see what you got, kid. What can a little prick like you hope to accomplish during a shit show like this? Here's your chance to prove just how determined you really are. What the? Sounds like something coming from a cell back there. That all you got, you snot-nosed little wimp? A fight? Break it up. What's going on in there? It's because of you I'm stuck in this crowbar hotel. Say your prayers, you son of a bitch. Please. Damn it, he's not stopping. No way around it. Let's go. Ready your weapon. Cease this at once, Rossi. Freeze. Don't make me shoot. Come on, we're just having a little fun. I didn't mean to get so carried away. Cheeky bastard. You can say goodbye to all that good behavior you've racked up. Now step back and keep your hands where we can see them. Damn it, short-staffed or not, we shouldn't have put them in the same cell. Are you alright? Oof. He roughed him up pretty good. Damn, his injuries must be internal. Hurry up and call a doctor. I'd rather you didn't. You little... I wish there was another way we could have pulled this off. Little late for that, kid. Besides, this was your idea. I thought you were out of your damn mind when you told me to hit you. I never pegged you as the hustling type. And I never knew Revanche was hiding a budding actor in its ranks. Actually, you did break one of my back molars. Well, pardon me. Maybe I should have hired you as stuntman if you hadn't put me out of work. Anyway, a promise is a promise. I'll back you up till we get outside. So what's the plan? This is the third floor of the prison, so they should have a few soldiers stationed here. Our goal is to find a way to break through the gaps in their patrols and escape from the ground level. I like it. It's been too damn long. Time for some fun. Welcome back to a pair of makeshift Tonfas he fashioned out of pipes. Be aware that your Enigma 2 has been confiscated. I will not be able to use arts. Additionally, all of your items have also been seized, so be mindful of HP. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. Welcome back to Trails to Azure. I can come back here and rest if I want. Time for, ooh, treasure. Some battle scopes. I was sentenced 25 to life for chest slaughter. You don't want any of this, buddy. When I was locked up, this isn't what I had in mind. When I used to be locked. Huh? Hey, what are you? I'm going to enjoy beating the shit out of you. CDF assault rifle. Highly trained soldier with excellent morale. Excels with long-range combat. CDF halberd. Highly ranked soldier with excellent morale. Excels at close-range combat with a unique halberd. Damn you! Don't think you can escape. He tripped the alarm system from his Enigma. Well, what's the next move? I was prepared for this. We're going to force our way out of this. Fine by me. I'm gonna go back and heal real quick. What's with all the noise? The hell's going on out there? Who's behind here? The rooms beside and across from ours are all being, where they're keeping Revanche's rank and file. Guess they're short-staffed, must be trying to save on manpower by cramming them all into one spot to look after. Yeah, it seems as though they had no intention of prosecuting the SSS, they just... emergency puppet. I think in my next life, I'd like to be something more than a chest. I'd like to travel all over the world helping people, getting them just what they need, when they need it. Yeah, in my next life, I'd love to be a crate. Military hounds. A warhound, deployed by the CDF. The armor it wears in battle makes it resistant to arts. Well, it's not like I have an Enigma to use those anyway. You cunt. They started using warhounds. The old CGF would never have done this. Just how far have they fallen? I'm gonna say that's pretty dumb of the CGF to not use military monsters. That's dumb. Seems to me like they've learned a few things from Revanche's results. Chances are they're pumping those pups with drugs to control them, too. Those old boys looked like a bunch of fine-trained killers. And whose fault is that? Can't imagine this decision was made by Commander Bales or Deputy Commander Douglas. Well, I'm gonna go back and heal real quick. I know it's gonna get tedious, me going back and forth to heal, but you know. Healing items are a bit scarce right now. I imagine I'm going to go to, I guess, Impound. So you're the ones raising hell out there. Don Marconi? Wait, you're that twerp from the CPD. What's Garcia doing with you? If there's anyone he should be breaking out of here, it's me! Sorry, Don, but that's not how this is going to go down. Sit tight, I'll be back before you know it. Wait, Garcia, don't you dare walk away from me. He's doing surprisingly well, all things considered. I see being thrown behind bars has done nothing to deflate that ego of his. Watch your mouth, kid. He's still my boss, you know. I owe the guy for giving me life after the Corps. I never knew you were so sentimental. Sounds like I'm the one who needs to keep his trap shut. Forget I said anything. You're busting out here? Great. Take me with you. What do you mean I'm too heavy? Okay, that's Hartman. Ernest? The mayor's former lapdog, you mean? Yeah, I guess they would have tossed him in here too. I heard whispers that you've been brought here, Lloyd. It certainly came as a shock, but I'm glad I was given the chance to speak again. Same to you. Sounds like that gnosis is completely out of your system. Yes, and thank goodness it is. What I did to you was truly unforgivable. No, never mind that. Now is not the time to be repentant. Once I've atoned for my sins and paid my debt, I hope you'll allow me to make a proper apology to you, to Ellie, and to the others. Don't worry about me. You must hurry. I'll pray the goddess keeps you safe. Huh. Seems like he's come to his senses. Drugs are bad, okay? If you do drugs, you're a bad person. Rozzy and the kid from the SSS. Detain them. Running out of breath already? You really think you have what it takes to get out of this sorry-ass state? Honestly, no, I wouldn't trust myself to do something like that on my own. But if you backing me up, I just may be able to pull this prison break off. And at this point, I'm willing to exploit every advantage I have. Look at you, turning over to the dark side. You won't hear me complaining. Let's bust this joint. Yeah, he might have some brain hemorrhaging. Ooh, it's a ram powder. Nice. Oh, you're wishing you kept... I bet you're wishing you kept that get-out-of-jail-free card you found back at the Revanche's hideout right about now. Yeah, that was one of the... Charge in. The first is former Revanche executive Garcia Rossi. The second is Lloyd Bannings. Lloyd Bannings of the SSS. Do not let them escape these prison grounds. The honor of the Defense Force depends on it. Yes, sir. Honor, huh? I wasn't aware you had any. What? How did they make it down here so quickly? Sorry, you're in my way. Why don't you fellas show me what you can do? My fist versus your honor. The music is absolutely phenomenal. We actually did it. I have to say, though, I'm impressed. You still pack a punch even after all this time in prison. Randy and the Red Constellation's leader were pretty strong, too. But you're definitely no slouch. You're talking about the Scarlet Ogre, Sigmund Orlando. He and I crossed paths all the time back in my Jaeger days. So believe me when I say it, he's more of a monster than a man. I heard his little girl is a chip off the old block. Yeah, when it comes to pure combat strength, she might even be more than a match for the Society. Then again, one of their members in particular is formidable. You're seriously itching to break out of here and face them head on. Talk about light at the end of the tunnel. Well, that's the price for freedom. It's closed off. There should be a way to unlock it nearby. My money says it's in that room there. And all my equipment. There we go. I knew they had to be keeping my stuff somewhere. My court stash is here too. That's everything accounted for. I don't even remember what I had him equipped. Pretty sure he had that. I know he had a pendulum that was an upgrade of that. Yeah, this one. Yeah, you don't get anything nice because you're an asshole. Oh, give me a fucking break. You're gonna make me re-equip this, really? It actually annoys me that I had to re-equip my stuff. I kind of wish that would have been just automatic. Garcia? Our little partnership ends here. You're on your own. Huh? Despite everything, I still got a responsibility as the leader of Revanche's rank and file. Hell, not just to them. I owe it to the Dawn as well. I can't just abandon them to save myself. Wait a minute. Why even help me come this far if you had no intention of escaping? You can't seriously be thinking of facing the defense force alone. They're too much even for you. Let me... This ain't your battle to fight, kid. You got truth to get to the bottom of, and you said it your own damn self. Besides, your crew is waiting for you, not to mention that little girl of yours. Do you really have time to be wasting on a no-account convict like me? Thank you, Garcia. As a member of the CPD, I can't advocate you staging a breakout, so I guess all I can say is, take care of yourself. It's like I need you to tell me that. Lloyd Bannings, there's some little brother left... There's some little brother he's left behind. Lloyd Banning, that some little brother he's left behind. Oh, I just misread that. The kid's got a good head on his shoulders, I'll give him that much. Right where I want him. Bring it on! The killing bear's ready to maul your worthless asses. Watch over him, Adios. And that grass is everywhere. Everything begins once I cut my way through here. For now, I have to focus on getting to the highway. There's a path out of all of this. I know it. I just have to keep my wits about me. And Lloyd's on his own now. I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails to Azure as I stage a breakout. But until then, I'm the Dark Seraph signing off. Goodbye.